We have the world at our fingertips, inspiration in our touch, and power in our hands. Our hands can build relationships, frame ideas, and empower communities. Right here, in our hands, we have the power to save a life. If you see a teen or adult suddenly collapse, call 911 and push hard and fast in the center of the chest.
The power is in your hands.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today to learn how to save a life with hands-only CPR. My name is Dr. Catherine Y. Brown, and I have been a part of the American Heart Association family since I was 16 years old. You're probably saying she doesn't look a day over sweet 16, but I am. I'm also the founder of Learn CPR America and a mother of 4 children. I am committed to sharing the American Heart Association message about CPR. In fact, I've actually trained over 300,000 people personally in CPR. We're here today to show you how to save a life, how to perform hands-only CPR during Heart Month. Every February, we celebrate Heart Month by shining the spotlight on heart disease to raise awareness of our #1 health risk and empower everyone to take control of their health. You can help. Educate yourself and others. Celebrate the survivors in your life and commit to making healthy lifestyle choices so you can live fierce and live your best life. Before we go any further, let me ask one thing of you. We want you all to get involved. So please hit that share button on your screen and start a watch party to share this stream with your friends and family right now so they can learn along with us. Because guess what? It's getting ready to be a CPR party. Also, here in a minute, we're going to put a question on the screen and get your opinion. Let's practice. Try to text CPR LIVE, all one word, to 22333. Again, text CPR LIVE, all one word, to 22333. It is safe. We won't ask for your name or any information. It's just a fun and easy way to answer. Now, if you don't want to text in, you can also participate by simply typing your response into the comment section chat box. We want this to be an interactive conversation, so we're excited to get you involved. Let's try it with our first question and test your knowledge with a little trivia. Are you ready? Remember, text CPR LIVE to 22333. First, I want to know if you know about how many cardiac arrests happen outside of a hospital each year. A, 175,000, B, 250,000, C, 350,000, D, 425,000. I'll repeat it again. About how many cardiac arrests happen outside of a hospital each year? A, 175,000, B, 250,000, C, 350,000, or D, 425,000. Oh my goodness, you all are amazing. Keep those answers coming in. This is great. I'm going to give a few more seconds because I see all of your responses coming in. Are you ready? Here's my countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, drum roll. If you picked C, 350,000, you are correct. We'll talk about what exactly cardiac arrest is in a minute, but I have one more question for you before we move on. What percentage of cardiac arrest happen at home? A, 25%, B, 40%, C, 55%, D, 70%. All right, I'll ask one more time. What percentage of cardiac arrest happen at home? A, 25%, B, 40%, C, 55%, or D, 70%. Are you ready for that countdown again? Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Oh my goodness, the answers are still coming in so quickly. 2, and 1. Virtual drum roll. If you selected D, 70%, you are correct. Great job, everyone participating. Now, why did I share that with you? Some of us go our whole lives without ever encountering an emergency. So most of us never think about it and we don't prepare. But that's okay. That's why we're here today. I'll show you everything you need to know to help a teen or an adult who is in need of CPR. Cardiac arrest is when a person's heart suddenly stops beating, and it is a leading cause of death among adults in the United States. As we touched on earlier in the poll, over 350,000 Americans suffer out of hospital cardiac arrest every year, and about 90% die. If you ever need to perform hands-only CPR, the reality is it will most likely be on someone you love, such as a friend or family member. Since we just learned that 70% of cardiac arrests happen in the home, it's also likely you'll have to use hands-only CPR at home on someone you know and love. Now, hands-only CPR, especially if performed immediately, can double or even triple a cardiac arrest victim's chance of survival. So if someone is in cardiac arrest, trying to help is always the best option. In the next few minutes, I am going to walk you through the steps of CPR twice to help make sure you are comfortable with these steps to save a life. Now, let's say we just walked into a room where an adult is laying on the ground. So we just walked into the room and there's an adult laying on the ground. The first thing you should do is tap the person and shout something. What are you going to shout? Hey, are you okay? Are you okay? The victim might be gasping for air and unable to respond, or the person could be unconscious, and we better get some help. If you're alone, you'll have to call 911 yourself. But if there is someone around you, say, hey, you, call 911 and say it like you mean it. When you call 911, the emergency dispatcher will ask some important questions so that help can be sent quickly and to the right place. They will likely ask such things as, is the person conscious? If your answer to that is no, they will then ask, are they breathing normally? Regardless of what they ask, do not hang up the phone unless the emergency dispatcher tells you to. Ideally, you could put the phone on speakerphone next to you so that you can start hands-only CPR and still communicate with the dispatcher. Once you or someone else has called 911, you need to start hands-only CPR right away. Place the heel of one hand in the center of the chest. All right, now you're going to put the other hand on top, just like this. Now keep your hands in the center of the chest and push hard and fast straight down. Make sure the chest compressions are at least 2 inches deep. Then let the chest completely rise back up like this. Now, I'm using a mannequin, but I also have one of my favorite things, a CPR Anytime kit that you can use to practice CPR. This is a great tool because it has a built-in clicker to teach you how hard and how fast to push. These are available in our online store at heart.org/shop CPR. Again, that's heart.org/shop CPR. This kit has been funded by the Anthem Foundation. The American Heart Association's Hands-Only CPR campaign is nationally supported by the Anthem Foundation. Now, make sure you keep your elbows straight and use your body weight. Hands-only CPR should be given at a rate of 100 to 120 beats per minute. Now, some of the familiar songs that we use are Staying Alive by the Bee Gees and Crazy in Love by Beyonce. Remember, keep doing CPR until emergency personnel arrives. I'll demonstrate CPR now. The heel of the hand is here and I'm pushing. How many inches deep am I pushing? Tell me in the chat. Listen, any CPR is better than no CPR. Do not hesitate. If you give hands-only CPR until emergency help arrives, you can dramatically increase their chance of survival. We'll practice again in a few minutes, but let's take a quick break and hear from our audience again with a couple of trivia questions. But I have to give you a waving pom-pom because you're learning a lot about CPR today. Again, as a reminder, all you have to do is text CPR LIVE to 22333 to answer. If you've already registered, you don't have to do it again. Or if you're joining from your phone and want to make it easier, just drop your answer into the comments. Let's start with our first poll. Citizens from primarily poor, Hispanic, or African American neighborhoods are more likely to have out-of-hospital cardiac arrest and are less likely to receive bystander CPR. Select A if you think that's true. Select B if you think it's false. Again, citizens from primarily poor, Hispanic, or African American neighborhoods are more likely to have out-of-hospital cardiac arrest and are less likely to receive bystander CPR. If you think it's true, select A. If you think it's false, select B. Are you ready for my virtual counter? Drum roll, I'm giving you 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Are you ready? If you selected A for true, you are correct. Let's talk about this. African Americans have the highest incidence of out-of-hospital cardiac arrest and are significantly less likely to survive the arrest. Out-of-hospital cardiac arrest in Black neighborhoods is associated with alarmingly low treatment and survival rates. And studies have shown lower rates of both bystander CPR and bystander AED use in these neighborhoods. Language barriers and associated challenges due to limited English in 911 callers during dispatcher-identified cardiac arrest are also associated with less frequent bystander CPR, as well as delays in both cardiac arrest recognition and implementation of telephone CPR. Next question. Sudden cardiac arrest incidence is higher in those with lower socioeconomic status. If you think it's true, select A. If you think it's false, select B. I'll repeat the question again. Sudden cardiac arrest incidence is higher in those with lower socioeconomic status. If you think it's true, select A. If you think it's false, select B. All right, keep those answers coming in. This is wonderful. I see you all texting in as well as using the poll. All right, I'll give you a few more seconds. I am so excited about how well everyone is participating and responding today. You're amazing. All right, are you ready for the countdown? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Virtual drum roll and a pom-pom shake. If you selected A for true, you are correct. Similarly, lower socioeconomic status is associated with an increased risk of out-of-hospital coronary heart disease and sudden cardiac arrest. Remember, cardiac arrest is when a person's heart suddenly stops beating. Over 350,000 Americans suffer out-of-hospital cardiac arrest every year, and about 70% of those happen in the home. Hands-only CPR can double or even triple a cardiac arrest victim's chance of survival. So let's do those steps again. Are you ready? The first thing you should do, tell me in the chat. All right, if you see a teenager or an adult suddenly collapse, they're not responding, you have to shout something. You have to tap the person, and what are you gonna shout? Hey you, are you okay? Let's do it again. Hey you, are you okay? If you're alone, you'll have to call 911 yourself. If others are around, have them call. Make sure you specify who it is so that they know that it is their responsibility. Hey, you in the blue shirt, call 911 now. I want you to say it like you mean it. Then start hands-only CPR right away. Place the heel of one hand in the center of the chest. Now put the other hand on top, just like this. Now keep your hands in the center of the chest and push hard, straight down. Make sure the chest moves down at least 2 inches. Then let the chest rise completely back up like this. Make sure you keep your elbows straight and use your body weight. Hands-only CPR should be given at a rate of 100 to 120 beats per minute, to the beat of some other familiar songs like Hips Don't Lie by Shakira, Walk the Line by Johnny Cash. What I want you to remember is keep doing CPR until emergency personnel arrives. I'm going to demonstrate again. You, are you okay? You in the blue shirt, call 911. I'm going to start hands-only CPR. Heel of the hand in the center of the chest. How many inches deep am I pushing? 2 inches deep. And I'm going at a rate of 100 to 120 beats per minute. That's it. That's really how simple it is. Now, you know I had to get this virtual pom-pom and shake it for you all. Why is that? Because in just a few minutes, you've learned how to save a life with 2 simple steps. Hands-only CPR. Call 911 and push hard and fast in the center of the chest. As we wrap up, I have one more question for you. Do you believe you can save a life with hands-only CPR now? Hopefully, that answer is yes. If you're like me, though, you may want some information to look back on. So please, if you would like to learn whether any classes near you are available right now, or if you're interested in purchasing the kit, please visit our website at heart.org/hands-only CPR. Again, that's heart.org/hands-only CPR. You'll find everything you need there and so much more. The American Heart Association strives to be a relentless force for longer, healthier lives. The American Heart Association's Hands-Only CPR campaign is nationally supported by the Anthem Foundation. So we thank you for joining us in honor of Heart Month. Again, I am Dr. Catherine Y. Brown, reminding you that your 2 hands can help save a life. Stay safe and have a great day, everyone. Thank you again.